After spending time in the low-lying areas and quartzite, our friends down there told us we might want to check out the high desert of Arizona. So we did. We headed up there and this is what we've seen. First stop, Cottonwood. What a great town. It's a music town. An old historical city. We played on the main street and did quite well. The next day we went to the Blues Jam. That's always a good way to meet people when you're out on the road. Pretty well every town has a blues jam. And we had a funky good time.
Yeah.
Then we headed up the mountain, through the Red Rocks, to the city of Sedona.
Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath you could feel.
The city of Sedona has recently changed its ordinances to become a busker-friendly city. You can busk in certain areas, which I did, and did quite well. What a stunningly beautiful place amongst the red rocks of the high deserts. Well, we slowly meandered towards the famous and infamous town of Tombstone, Arizona. Tombstone is infamous for being the location of the historical gunfight at the OK Corral back in the Wild West days. I picked up a last-minute gig in this saloon, the Crystal Palace, which was one of the original saloons of the town. There were hundreds of saloons and brothels and gambling places in that town. I noticed they didn't have music listed at the Crystal Palace and suggested that I play. And they agreed with one stipulation, that I play both kinds of music, country and western.
I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande, but my legs ain't bowed and my cheeks ain't tan. I'm a cowboy that never seen a cow, never roped a steer 'cause I don't know how. And I am fixing on learning now. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay.
We headed down the highway towards Bisbee. Bisbee used to be the big boom town of the area. They got rich from mining. And it's an old European-style town. We picked up another last-minute gig in a haunted hotel called the Copper Queen. I approached the bartender at the Copper Queen Saloon and explained to him that I'm a traveling musician and we've just been in Tombstone and we're on our way to New Orleans. And he liked that. He likes to help out traveling minstrels. So he booked me to play that night. Like many towns out here, Bisbee is a music town. We headed on down the highway and realized that old Betsy is seeing a lot of the desert. There's something very peaceful about the desert. The landscape creates a type of zen. There's nothing, and then something, and then nothing again, and then a cactus, and then nothing. And it creates that type of feeling naturally in your mind when you're in a landscape like this. You become part of it, and your mind becomes like a desert. It's like a natural automatic meditation. If you let yourself go into it, and you will have a thought and then nothing for quite a while perhaps, and then another thought just sort of floats there, not particularly important, and then it just goes. And you can hear the silence between your thoughts.